Well guys, let me tell you what, we have an exciting little day, little evening after work going on. We're gonna hop in here with old Mason. What's up, dude? Mason's tired. Daylight savings time hit. And we are currently, my Ford, doing some repairs on it, so we couldn't take it, but we're about to go buy another truck. What do you think of that, Mason? Another truck, yet another one. Like, we just can't get enough of them, but I found a super good deal. It's a 95 12 valve Cummins, 2-wheel drive with 167,000 miles on it. So it's a super low mile engine and I'm super pumped about it. This may possibly be a lot of the heart of what is going to go into the 77 build, quite possibly, but I'm not 100% dead set on it yet, so we're just going to kind of feel it out. And I don't know, this truck might possibly be worth fixing. It's not in terrible shape. It's actually a one-owner truck. The woman that I'm getting off of, super nice, and it was actually her father's, which he passed away a couple years ago, and they have just kind of used the truck ever since, and then the transmission went out. Now, the only reason why I'm kind of against this is because it is a 95, so that means it has an RH transmission, which we don't want, and it has the smallest injection pump they offered in a P-pump platform, so that kind of sucks. But on the positive side of things, it's 170,000 miles and it's an entire truck, so we'd have a ton of good parts that we can use on the Ford build. Oh, and as I said, it's 2-wheel drive, so we can't use the frame either, so we're still going to be trying to find a frame, but who knows, guys. It's just right down the road for us. Mason was generous enough to pick me up. He's just been running around all day, picked Bailey up from the airport this morning. And yeah, he just never sleeps. So we're gonna get over here, pick this thing up, and we'll get it home, and I'll do a little walk around so you guys can check it out. A little icy out today, boys. Transmission delete kit. All right, guys, the package is secured. Got Mason on the phone. Obviously, he's pulling me in front of me. This thing, I put it in drive and started revving up. It does move a little bit on its own, so I don't know. But we're gonna try and just get her back to the house for now, and maybe we'll play with it a little bit and see what we can't figure out on it. Start it up. All right, guys, me and Mason, we just got back to the house, threw a transmission in it real quick, and everything's good to go. Overdrive? We might not have overdrive. Oh, she ain't got overdrive now. Now, on a serious note though, I was on the way back, and whenever we were pulling it, I just started putting it in drive, and it started driving. I get to the house, put it in reverse, now it moves. So hopefully we get down here and we still have the gears, so we don't know what's going on with it. I assume the lady knew something had to be wrong with it. She wouldn't just say that the trans is bad and then, you know, it is what it is, but sometimes it's how it be. So we're gonna try and turn around down here, and hopefully she doesn't break on us. But we don't have overdrive. I mean, something is wrong with the trans, but heck, I mean, it's driving.
Hey, don't push it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't test our luck here.
Should we see if it'll do burnout? Phone stock 12 valve?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I'm trying to do a turnaround. I can't see out the back.
won't do one.
It won't do. But yeah, seriously guys, what the heck, man? We were told the transmission was out of this thing. It wouldn't move whenever I was at the woman's house. We start pulling. I'm sorry for the wind noise. It's like a freaking hurricane with ice out here. We pick this thing up. I start throwing it in gear and it starts moving on its own. And now, I mean, I'm not kidding you guys. Look at this. What the heck is going on here? Isn't that just crazy though? I go look at the truck earlier, throw it in gear, won't move at all. We start pulling it a little bit, putting it in drive, moving it, and just starts pulling on its own. Now, I don't know what the plan is for this truck as of right now, but I do want to pop the hood and show you guys. First of all, let's go ahead and make it known. Dylan, why did you buy this truck anyways in the first place? And the reason why is because of that right there. 168,000 miles. Now, that's not super duper low, but guys, for a 12 valve engine, this thing is going to last, if it would last forever. I mean, these motors are good for 400,000 or 500,000 if you take care of them and change the oil. Especially if you keep them stock, they'll run 1,000,000 miles. But it is completely bone stock, unmolested, never had anything done to it at all. I'm talking the AFC housing, the tamper-proof screws are still on it. The tamper-proof screw is still on the AFC housing. I mean, this thing is just absolutely as clean as you're gonna get one. It doesn't even look like it leaks a ton of oil. The only thing that sucks about it is it's a 95, it's 2-wheel drive, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only thing that sucks about it is the year, because it has this is the smallest injection pump that you can get this year. So unfortunately, that's just what it is. I did look at the trans fluid just to kind of see what it looks like, and it's pretty dark. The dipstick tube is broken half, but I've seen worse. But yeah, like this thing is just, it's so clean, guys. The interior is in pretty decent shape for the age, I think. It's just got the vinyl seats, it's got power. I think this is one of the bump stops is broke here. Decent door panels, interiors, I mean, it's really clean, honestly. Just some carpet shampooing and should be pretty much ready to rock. Has all the stuff up here. It's probably pretty loaded out. It's probably a Laramie. Yeah, it's a Laramie. So this is pretty much as loaded as you could get a second gen, but I'm gonna move this thing out of the barn, out of the way real quick, in case it decides not to move again. Guys, the woman I picked it up from, I mean, she obviously knew something's wrong with this transmission. I just don't know what yet. So we might be able to get by. We'll just fixing it if we want to just keep it around and drive it for a little bit. But the main reason why I bought this truck was for 77. I was like, hey, it's a good deal. I may not use it, but just in case, I'm gonna snag it so I can have that access to that low mileage engine if I need to. But yeah, it just fires right up. It's got the stock exhaust on it. Purrs like a kitten. These things are... I also want to touch base. You know, a lot of people say that 7.3s are the slowest trucks. A lot of people say that 7.3s, I have a 7.3 now obviously, say that they're the slowest trucks you can get. They're turds. Those individuals that say that have obviously never drove a bone stock 95 12 valve. Because let me tell you guys, this thing is slow. But yeah, I'm gonna move it out of the way here. But yeah, it's pulling good. It just doesn't have overdrive. That's the only gear it doesn't have. The truck does have quite a bit of rust on it. We look down here and see that the rockers are pretty much gone, but the frame is clean. Sucks it's not a 4-wheel drive, guys. We'd be using this frame, let me tell you what. Bed looks to be pretty clean. It's got some rust right there. So it looks like it's got a rust spot there. Then it's got looks like it's got a little rust right there too. It's kind of hard to see, it's all covered in ice. Got the freaking camper shell in case I ever want to go camping. So guys, go ahead, let's get those comments going down below. Let me know what do you guys think about this. What do you guys think about me going and buying this truck thinking it doesn't move at all? It moves a little bit. Definitely has some transmission issues, overdrives out of it, but it may be an absolutely awesome engine to put in the old 77. So I'm kind of weighing my options. It may be the engine that actually goes in that truck, but I don't think that's going to be the injection pump we use. It's a 160 auto pump that is the injection pump that we put on the Shorty, and I definitely feel is a little limited. The 180 and 215 pumps have a bigger cam in them, and they're just able to make a lot more power. So I don't really want to start with something that. Sorry about all the noise. That's the ice falling on top of the building, but I don't really want to make a. I don't really want to start with a platform that I'm going to have to basically go backwards on. So, but we at least have a motor. The block's the same. The block from a 94 to 98, they're all the same. The only thing that's different is that injection pump on it. So regardless, we have acquired a 167,000 mile motor. Now I'm not gonna tell you guys what I paid for this thing, but I'm gonna tell you it was as cheap as you're thinking. It was cheap. It was a good deal, but with it needing a transmission, I mean, pretty much, I mean, a lot of people, whenever they look at that thing, the only thing they're gonna see, unless you just truly love second gens, is a freaking motor. I mean, and that's the bottom line. That truck, if it was a 5.9 gas, wouldn't be worth 500 bucks. And that's just the way it is. But with it being a Cummins, you know, you find the right kind of people that pay more for them. It's kind of the way that it works, guys, but it's two-wheel drive, automatic, so it's not very desirable. But luckily for us, we really just want that engine. So, yeah.